We've got another penny box to hunt, and this one's from South Carolina. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and first and foremost, I want to thank Andrew for sending me this Myrtle Beach, South Carolina penny box in exchange for one of my penny mats. Andrew, thank you very much, and I can't wait to see what's in here. But he did send it as a sealed box, so we have to open it first and foremost to also see if it is circulated cents or if it's an uncirculated penny box. Let's go ahead and crack into it and see what we see, and let's pray that we have a penny box to hunt. All right, here we go. And we have circulated the random grab, and we have a wheat cent ender right off the bat. Holy cow. I will definitely take a wheat cent ender and a copper 60s right off the bat. You cannot get mad at that. Now I'm excited just checking ends. All right, we'll stop. So we've got a wheat cent to kick it off. We know we have at least one. Obviously, I'll be checking this box for any varieties, wheat cents, foreigns, proofs, you name it. That being said, I'm even more excited now that we kicked off with the first roll looked at as a wheat cent. Now, when I hunt the box, I'll be going in order. So that'll be roll number 5, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll number 6. So that'll be roll number 6 of the hunt. Let's get this hunt started. This could be a good box. Now, I'm not familiar with pennies from South Carolina. I would imagine they get most of their stuff from the Philadelphia Mint. So if that's the case, we have a lot of Philadelphia minted varieties to look for, hoping to score one. Either way, no lollygagging. Let's get this hunt started right away and see how many good finds we can get. I'll bring you in on my first find of this box. We're on roll 3 of the South Carolina box, and our very first find is going to be a Canadian. 1998, 1 cent. Let's see if we get a wheat cent before roll 6. Well, our first wheat cent find will be in that roll 6, the ender that we grabbed as the first roll that we looked at in the box. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what year it is, and see if there's any friends. The wheat cent ender is going to be a damaged 1944 Philly. It's all right. We're on the board. 1 wheat cent, 1 Canadian. Just opened the 6th roll. Roll number 7 is going to yield our second wheat cent of the hunt. And this one is going to be a 1945, the year after. Roll number 9, our second Canadian find. This one is going to be 1972. Roll 15, wheat cent number 3, 1940 Philly. Looks pretty nice. I like the toning as well. 3 wheat cents, all 3 from the 40s. How many will be in this box? Roll number 19, wheat cent number 4, reverse facing, 1958 Philly. Roll number 20, wheat cent number 5, another 1958 Philadelphia. Roll number 21 has an interesting coin here. This is what's called a die clash. It's a 1983, and if you look at the neck area behind the head of Lincoln, you will see part of the memorial building that is also imprinted on the coin. This is because the dies clashed each other without a planchet and caused a slight imprint on the obverse die from the reverse die. And so subsequently, all the planchets struck after that will have a slight bit of the reverse die showing on the obverse until they rework the dies. It doesn't really have Lincoln on the back. The better example is able to see the bust of Lincoln on the reverse, but just a minor bit of the memorial building on the obverse. I do keep die clashes. This is not the best example, but the coin's in pretty good shape overall, and it is cool. I'll add it to the side. Just wanted to show you that one. Now let's get back to the hunt. I figured I'd take a second to show you that I go to maddieclashes.com And this is the 83 Die Clash number 02. You've got a little bit of the memorial building in front of his chin and behind his neck. And that is what I showed you on the coin itself, in front of him and behind him. And just one more look at it under the light, you can clearly see the memorial building is showing slightly in front of him and mostly behind him. Roll number 26. Wheat cent number 6. I think it's another 40s as well. And it is 1941 Philadelphia. Most of the wheat cents found in this box are from the 40s and a couple from the 50s. Roll 27 is going to have wheat cent number 7. I just cracked open the roll and it was almost an ender. Looks a little bit slick by the back, but we've been finding 40s, so it's probably another 40s. And it is 1941, 2 of those back to back. Wheat cent number 7. Roll 31 is going to bless us with our third Canadian of the hunt, and it is a 1978. We'll take it. Roll number 32 is going to produce us with a variety found. On my mat, I'm always looking for the 1998 through 2000 Philadelphia minted wide AM pennies. That's 98p, 99p, and 2000p. Now this brown one is a 98p, but I wanted to put a 98p that is a regular strike on the reverse, like a close AM. And the letters AM on the 98p were supposed to be minted pretty much touching. And if you can't tell on that part, you can bring it up to where the designer's initials are, right there, the FG. And on a close AM, these will be far from the base of the memorial building. See how there's a gap here? So that's far FG, but close AM. That's not what we're looking for. That's common. On this 1998P that we have here, when I flip it around, if we take a look at the AM, there's a gap. So you can clearly see they are not touching. That is a wide AM variety. And if you can't tell on that, you slide it up to the FG and look at how closer they are to the building. For reference, I'll set the other one up next to it and I'll let you see them together. All right, so I've got them set up next to each other. Look at how small the gap is right there on the wide AM variety, close FG. That is the close AM, like it's supposed to be, wide FG. Pretty obvious there, and if I can slide them up to the AM in America, you'll see what I'm talking about here as well. And there you go. Regular strike, touching, wide AM variety, separated. So while it's not in great condition, it is still a 1998 wide AM, and it's one we look for, listed on my mat. I'll take it. Not a lot of value. About a $10 coin in this condition, 25 if it was in mint state. It's not mint state, but it's still a variety found. Let's get back to the hunt. Roll 33, Canadian number 4. It's more of a modern one, 2001. Roll number 38, wheat cent number 8. 1942 S. Did not expect to see any S minted wheat cents out there in South Carolina, but we will take it. It's another from the 40s as well, which seems to be the years that we're grabbing from this box. Roll number 39, wheat cent number 9, one off of double digits. 1948, another from the 40s. Roll 45, Canadian number 5. This one is 1987. Well, we didn't make 10 wheat cents. We've hunted all 50 rolls. We made 9 though, and that's still a good box. The majority, 7 of them, were in the 40s. Nothing older than 1940, but I'll take them. We did end up with 5 Canadians and only 2 59s and 0 69 S's, but being in South Carolina, I wasn't expecting to see any S minted Lincoln Memorial cents or wheat cents, but we did find a 42S. The finds of the box was the die clashed 1983 Lincoln Memorial cent made out of zinc and the 1998 wide AM variety that we found also made out of zinc. The copper was pretty good, a little bit more than halfway, probably 2/3 of the cup. So definitely a fun copper hunt, just nothing that old. At the end of the day, I want to thank Andrew in South Carolina for this penny box trade. I had a lot of fun scoping a ton of Philadelphia minted Lincoln cents, and we were able to find a couple of different oddities within the hunt. If you enjoyed this penny box search from South Carolina, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.